All right, let's go ahead and move on to calendars. Who's ready to start?
Okay.
Vice Chair.
Okay, well, so I got RCRC tomorrow, executive meeting. Let's see, Thursday, I have a meeting with, I think that's Caltrans, yes, Caltrans and Chief or Commander Fansler. Let's see, LCRA, right, that's in Clear Lake this time? Is that Clear Lake? Yep. All right, just making sure, because sometimes I'm at the wrong spot.
Oh, yeah, it's Clear Lake.
All right, and I think Friday, I don't think I have, I think I have something on there, but it has to do with highways, Highway 20, and it's not a Caltrans, but I think it's a constituent that wants to talk about the highways. I just went off of, there you go, sorry. And then, let's see, Monday, well, we're not meeting next week, so Monday I don't have anything on the calendar, or Tuesday. And I probably will take advantage of that. Wednesday, the 1st, East Region Town Hall. Thursday, the 2nd, FRRCC, Federal Advisory Committee for EPA. Then let's see, next week, the week after on the 6th, we have a meeting with the CAO. And then there's the Silver Foundation. They're holding the Lake County Senior Summit. That's going to be at Twin Pine Casino and Hotel, but it's the not the recreation room, but the what do they call it?
Center.
Yeah, yes, the center. So it'll be there, event center. Sorry, and then back here on the 7th for the Board of Supervisors meeting.
Is that the Monday?
Yeah, it's Monday the 6th. I have 9, but that's just so I get there on time. I think it's at like 11 or something like that, but
Better to be early than
Yeah.
late. Supervisor Pyska?
I have a meeting with constituents in the morning, and then I have to go to Ukiah for the NCO board meeting tomorrow. And then Thursday, I have the Soda Bay Corridor wrap-up meeting. I'm going to go to the Victims' Rights Barbecue, and then I'll go to Clear Lake for the rec agency. And then Friday, I have a couple things in the morning. Hopefully I can do both. The Zone of Benefit meeting and then the CDBG Micro Enterprise Program Networking event. On Monday, I think I'm having coffee with a constituent because I think CAO Parker will be unavailable, hopefully. And then I have some family medical things to do for a couple of days next week. So I will be unavailable until Thursday. And then Thursday and Friday, I have the Biomass Symposium both days. Thursday, I will be in Potter Valley. And Friday the 3rd, I will be in Hopland. And then I don't think I'm going to go to the Silver Foundation. I'll be catching up on Monday the 6th and then back for the 7th.
All right, finished up today, pretty open this week, got a constituent meeting tomorrow afternoon. And then we'll roll right into next week. Kind of open at this point till we come back on the 7th there. Earth Day just went through. Obviously, a bunch of Earth Day events just happened. I did attend the ravioli feed this weekend. It was well attended, obviously. We had representation from all of our senator, assembly, and congressmen. So obviously, they made some announcements of, continuing to support Lake County as they move through and keep an eye on us. So good support there, and I thought it was good. So other than that, that's what I got.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to mention briefly, I was privileged to participate in jury service last week. I know many people don't view that as a privilege, but it is. It's a responsibility, and ended up seated on a jury. I've only been seated twice in the last 50 years, so although I've been called to serve many times, I haven't been seated on a jury before. And it was a very informative process. It gives me fresh faith that the jury system is important, that it does work, that it is critical to our system of justice. And I want to do a shout out to everyone on the fourth floor, everyone from the judge and the bailiffs and the jury commissioners and the attorneys and support staff who work so hard to keep the courts running. It is not always a fun place to be, whether you're a defendant or a juror or someone else who is justice involved, but it is such a critical process. And this board has been front and center in bringing in a new public defender and building a new office and assisting the defense bar do its job. And anyway, I'm just grateful for the opportunity. That said, this week I've already managed to blow off a Lakeport Navigation Center meeting, and I apologize to those who were on that Zoom on Monday. Last night, however, we had a great turnout. We had the Lakeport Area Plan update kickoff meeting here in the board chambers, and we also brought in the Scotts Valley Community Advisory Council for a special meeting so that they could all be here, participate without violating the Brown Act, have good internet, and I'm told that we had not only a really good turnout, but we had good internet too. So for those who are trying to tune in to that Lakeport Area Plan update, we actually had video, and that was pretty cool. Tomorrow, Lakeport Emergency Shelter Zoom at 9, just checking in how things are going. Chair Sabatier, I do want to talk with you about First Five coverage if possible. And I have a question for the board just because it's on the calendar. I know former Supervisor Scott used to attend IHSS advisory, but I don't see it on the formal list of committee assignments for the board. So I know that they're meeting tomorrow, I believe in Lower Lake at 3:30, but I'm not aware of any board support at this point. So it's going to be their first meeting where they've had a quorum in a long, long time, and I just want to make sure that they're supported some way, somehow. And I think that's about all I got at this point.
Thank you very much. Tomorrow, starting off with Lakeport Shelter update, then the chiefs meetings, and I need to figure out if that's in Middletown or if it's in the Oaks.
I don't know.
It was in Clear Lake last time. Or Lucerne. It was going in one direction, so.
Yeah, I'm meeting with Chief Ciancio at the Lucerne Station afternoon.
Okay. So that's where that will be. Then I have a Lake County performance review for the COC, and I will be taking the alternate position for First Five if you still need me to be there. And then going to the Lake County Fire Protection District meeting occurring later on that afternoon. Starting Thursday off, we'll see if I can go to Judge's Breakfast. Then I have a Hope Rising Governing Board meeting. And then I have about 3 meetings all overlapping, or looks like 2. One of them is the one I'll most likely go to is our quarterly jail medical review. I find that to be very important, especially in the position on the Administration of Justice Committee for CSAC. Then on Friday, I will be going to the raising of the flag over in Austin Park, where we get to watch all the children hold on to a giant flag before it goes flying high. And that is always up between typically before Memorial Day and then after Veterans Day is when it comes down. Later on, having a discussion with many different districts and jurisdictions about developer fees. And then on the 27th, I'll be waking up bright and early for the Clear Lake Cleanup Day. That'll be at 7:30 in the morning at Austin Beach. And then once you have all of your implements and are ready to go after you've signed up and probably signed some waivers, then you can go to your own little neighborhoods or your own little area that you wanted to clean up for the day. And that's always a good day when we get a cleaner community. I'm meeting with some constituents on Monday the 29th and having my NACO Health Committee on the 1st. Be having a check-in with what's going on with Canocti Gardens on the 2nd. And I'm just going to leave it at that for now. There's still a bunch of other stuff, but I'd have to click on every single one of them. I want to talk real quick about the CSAC conference I went to. Number one, I know I spoke to a lot of people who were really happy about the committee meeting that Supervisor Pyska is the vice chair in. I only know that it's agriculture and energy and other things. Energy and natural resources. They stated how much Lake County was being highlighted because of all the work that is happening in Lake County. Just want to thank my colleague for all the work she's doing, because that's highlighting some of her efforts that she's been working on for the past few years, and looking forward to the continued success of that position in that committee. We had an interesting committee of the Administration of Justice to talk about retail theft, and we had the DA from Sacramento, as well as the Chief Public Defender from Yolo County, and it was a very balanced and very interesting conversation about what is working and what is not working, and very polar opposite perspectives of what is working and what is not working, depending on who you spoke to. And so it was a very interesting conversation, and I think it made more people walk away with thought-provoking thoughts, rather than entrenching themselves further into their position and what they believe is the issue. Overall, during the Board of Directors meeting, I did vote on the behalf of Lake County on two things. One of them, two of them are measures that will be on the ballot in November. One of them is ACA 1, which is a bill that was passed by Assemblymember Aguiar Curry, which lowers the threshold for special taxes from 2/3 to 55%, matching what schools have to go through. And I believe it's also for specific criteria of projects and not just any special tax. So please be on the lookout for that. There was a CSAC support for that measure. And then another one is ACA 13, which, if there's ever a measure that says we want to increase it from 2/3 to 80% in order to pass, well, then that measure will require an 80% vote as well if you want to increase the threshold for special taxes, which I thought was logical, and that was supported as well by the CSAC group. There's another one that we didn't talk about and didn't vote on yet. It's still being worked on, and it's one that's definitely something we should all be paying attention to. I believe it's supposed to be ACA 3, but I could be wrong. It's one that would eliminate a whole lot of local and state taxes that have been recently approved, unless they were done before January 1st, 2022, unless they have Citizen Oversight Committee, unless they received the 2/3, and unless they have a sunset clause. This has the potential to eliminate a lot of taxes that have been helping resolve some of the issues from our lack of resources. And so it's definitely one to pay attention to, one that will have greater impact to different communities depending on the timeline and the type of taxes that they have passed in the near past. So just something to be on the lookout for. And there's a whole bunch of other bills as well that seems to be making their way, which doesn't quite make sense within the atmosphere of such a huge deficit that our state is in, where it might put local jurisdictions at a greater inability to serve their communities the way that they should be served. I think that's all I have for my comments, and unless there's anything else anyone wish to add, I believe that is our last item.
And Jessica, maybe I missed this, but National Denim Day is Wednesday.
Friday.
I think it's the
Wednesday,
24th.
the 24th.
Oh, I thought it was.
The barbecue is Friday, I think, right? Or something.
Yeah,
Wednesday,
Denim Day is Wednesday, the 24th.
The 24th. I know a lot of businesses obviously are
Thank you.
taking participation in that and everyone else, but that brings a lot of awareness.
Move my calendar.
Wear your denim.
Yep.
Yeah, I had it for Friday. Thanks.
All right, and that is it for all of our open session items, and we've already concluded our close, so thank you very much for joining us and hanging in there. Have yourself a wonderful evening.